Morning folks, Happy New Year to you. I'm back to a watercolour now. I haven't done enough watercolours the last week or so. Let's wet the paper. This is Fabriano, £130 weight. Really good paper when you get to know it. It does things that other papers don't do, in that you can, while it's a bit wet, you can scrape the paint out of it by putting a bit of pressure with a plastic card, and then just model it. It just goes back to the white paper. If you leave it too long, of course, it doesn't work at all. But on New Year's Eve, we went down to Bexhill-on-Sea. It's a nice resort, and between Hastings and Eastbourne. Our friends live there. Moved down there some years ago from where we live now. On the way down, it was pouring with rain all the way. It was a horrible, horrible day. And of course, there are inevitable floods, and East Sussex got quite a bit of a pasting. And on the way, I can't remember exactly where it was, but there was a roundabout over the other side which said diversion. So we knew there was going to be a flood. But so we went round the roundabout and then took a turning off so that we could turn around and go and find out how to sort of get on diversion. And the wife said, "Oh, the cars are going down there." So we doubled back and went back to the roundabout, round down towards the diversion. Of course, at the bottom of the hill, the whole road was flooded, about 6 inches of water. But we got through it like everybody else did. We took a chance, and I'm glad we did. Got the bottom underneath of my car clean. But on the way, there were lots of flooded fields, big floods, and sort of surrounded by trees and shrubbery and that sort of thing. So I thought I did a couple of sketches, memory sketches, yesterday for YouTube. They're not particularly good. I don't sort of rate them, but it was a memory, and it gives me something to work at in the future by using them as a memory of what I saw, although not very accurate, I hasten to add. Just pull the paper tight. So I'm going to do similar to what I did before Christmas, the River Wandle type scenes. Let's see where we go. Now I'm going to use my new hake. These are my tools. Let's get my tools. Where's my other? There it is. These brushes here. I've got the large hake sent to me via Jackson's from Kauai, and my friend Glenn. This one, I think he got that one for me many months before, and Frank Clark's Frank Clark's Rigger. Lovely little brush. I value that highly. And poor old Frank, he's not with us anymore. It was very sad, but he was 84 and he had a good innings. He left a legacy of lovely, easy to follow paintings, and his method of horizon, foreground, whatever it is. And yes, he was very entertaining. Right, okay, so I'm going to put in some background trees and stuff. So I use a bit of ultramarine, a bit of quite heavy skies, because that's what we had. You can do what you like on this paper for about a minute, then it will start to fight back. So that's where the water's going to go. And we won't put any blue in that. Well, I put blue in it with the burnt umber, but well, let's just go and put a bit of blue in, because the clouds aren't brown. Right, now we get some nice distant trees around the pond, or which probably turn this into a river. Well, we'll see what happens as we go along. Just make it up as we go along. Right, I will come down here. Okay, let's get some nice, still a little bit of green in there. Oh, not that much. Very strong. I put a bit of this, the cadmium yellow light in there. Right, well that's our basic painting. We'll have a bit of foreground. Right, okay. Put the brush back in the water. Keep your brushes nice and clean. And take the excess moisture out of them. Right, we'll do some of these. Just you can't always do this with the quality papers, but it works very well at the right time. You have to sort of experiment. Look, you can do quite a bit of basic painting with your finger line. You can use a card. Plastic card, but we're going to go over a lot of this. Try and get your reflections right. Okay, that's a good start, I think. Yeah, I think that's okay. Now we can start to texture in. I'm going to use the medium hake now. Oh my, still suffering from my neck. I went to the osteopath on Tuesday afternoon. It's a bit better, but it's going to take 2 or 3 more sessions to sort it out, really. Right, let's have some bit of dark pink in there. Any old colour would do. Oh, I can't turn my radio off. Listening to Star Smith, I can't stand the man. Right. Power off. Goodbye. Couldn't do without politics. That I don't agree with. What I do, this makes me angry. Right, we can. Right, we've got a bit of background in here, a bit of bluer stuff. I think I'm going to. I will do a bit of stippling in this. I do like a bit of stipple. Very, very light touch in this. Right. Here it's got a bit of blue in this here. Oh, it gives him illusion of distance. Blue. Well, it's not a bright blue or anything. Just a bit of blue. Just so leaving some of those strokes out. Okay. I'm going to give that a dry. So take your headphones off. Right, the paper's perfectly flat. I want to get some very light reflection colour in there. Right, okay. Strengthen up some of that. Right, I'm going to use a bit of stipple now. We're using Frank Clark's Small Hake. Lovely little brush. So we can have a bit of the yellow. Let's have that palette sort of greeny stuff there. A lot of algae on these sort of trees, and vegetation sort of hanging, and they've got a bit of blue in these. Alter the shape of the brush, or the direction of the brush. Straighten up a bit in a moment. Right, so we'll have a bit of burnt sienna. bit of water, a little bit, just so the paint flows, and we can come up here with a warmer sort of colour. To show sort of leaves that might or might not be still on the tree. Whoops, that's a bit heavy. I'll have to change that. Bit of green on there. What you put above, you can pour below. I'm just trying to get an illusion of detail without expressing anything. We want a bit of light around there, so we'll just do that. A bit of Payne's grey with some burnt sienna. Might have overdone that a little bit. But let's get a nice sort of greeny tinge. I'll put some branches and trunks in here of the rigger in a minute. Right, get the small hake, clean it out. Let's give it a bit of a dry with the bit of toweling. Just a touch of water, and just do this. Alright, that just gives a separation between the bank, and we'll do some here, some here. Right, now we've got the reflection of the sky in the water, not quite as deep as I hoped, but well, just a bit of texturing in here. That probably. Go back and straighten more of that out. Right, let's do some rigger work now, before we go back to sorting that out. Right, so a bit of Payne's grey and a bit of burnt sienna. Quite a lot of these trees, just shrubbery type trees, have I'll have to take that out. The brush again. Same over here, bit of water. Anybody complains that my reflections aren't, or in the going the wrong direction, I really didn't say. I know my faults. What's obvious to you is obvious to someone else. Right, just a little bit of that. We're a bit more stiffer and cover up some of those trunks now. Not too obvious. This yellow is cadmium yellow light. It's an artist's quality. It's absolutely beautiful, but it's very powerful. As being artist's quality, it would be. Don't overdo it, Dave. Whatever gives you what you're aiming for in all this. A bit of burnt sienna to brighten it all up. Right, nearly finished. Just lift that back out. And lift out because the reflections won't be in the ripple. I did a touch of gouache, which I've got on my table here. Right, nearly there. Don't think I will do too much more to this. Oh, I'll get a signature, but I don't think there are any birds in the sky. But the acrylic ones, I'm not that pleased with, but they are. You can see it on Facebook, and there's a link to the short video. Right, we'll get that, put that in the big mount with me masking tape. Now I'm probably going to go shopping now. Stock up on what to make through Christmas. Right, big mount, there we go. Well, there we are, I've left the corners undone, but there we are, that's more or less what I saw. But all this is just imagination, but a poor imagination. Let's just come out of that. Well, there we are. I can't get it so without moving the camera tripod over. But give you an idea of a flooded East Sussex flood. Flooded East Sussex. That's where we were, Pexhill. East Sussex. So it was about coming back. It dried out quite a bit, but it was. But the road that we, like the submerged road, that hadn't dried out. We planed through that. Let's just clean up a little bit there. Right, okay, I'll let that go. I don't think it's bad for one off. Thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.